Students of class 10. So today I am going to start a new topic, and here we are going to discuss that how we can find the value of a trigonometric ratio if their base angles are different. So in some specific angles, how to find the value of the trigonometric ratio. So the first one is, if the base angle in a right angle triangle is 45 degree, is 90 degree, that means we can find the angle C very easily, and that will be also what, 45 degree, because sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree, therefore the third angle is also equal to 45 degree. Okay, so now this is an isosceles triangle, okay, or you can say isosceles right angle triangle, because in an isosceles right angle triangle the two sides are same, two sides are equal. So here sides AB is equal to what? BC. So student, you can see here AB is equal to BC, so I have taken that value is equal to A, and by using Pythagoras theorem we can easily find the value of the hypotenuse, that is AC. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So in place of AB we can write A, and in place of BC we can write A. So A square plus A square will be 2A square. So on further simplification we will get the value of AC is equal to A root 2. So now sine 45 degree is what? That is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Already in the last lecture we have discussed these things. So also we can write sine opposite to angle 45 degree. So opposite angle of 45 degree, that is angle A, is what? BC. So BC by hypotenuse will be what? AC. And the length of AC we already got here, A root 2. So here we can write the denominator equal to A root 2, and numerator we have supposed that the value of the base and the perpendicular, that will be equal to A. So A by A root 2, and after cancelling A from numerator and denominator we will get the value of sine 45 degree is equal to root 2. So now we can write cosec also, because we know cosec is the reciprocal of what? Sine 45 degree. So now you can see sine 45 degree is 1 by root 2. So the reciprocal of 1 by root 2 will be what? That will be root 2. So like this way we can also find the value of cos 45 degree. So student, you can see here cos 45 degree, that will be equal to side adjacent, okay, side adjacent to angle 45 degree. So here side adjacent to angle 45 degree will be what? AB, that is our base. Divide by hypotenuse, hypotenuse is AC. So again we can write A by A root 2. So after cancelling A from numerator and denominator we will get 1 by root 2. So that means the value of cos 45 degree is also 1 by root 2. Now we can find the value of sec also, because sec is the reciprocal of what? Cos 45 degree is 1 by root 2. That means sec 45 degree will be what? Root 2. So last one is tan 45 degree, that will be perpendicular by base, or you can say side opposite to angle 45 degree whole divide by side adjacent to the base angle, that is 45 degree, that will be perpendicular by base. So perpendicular is the length of the BC and the base will be the length of AB. So A by A, that will be 1. So that means tan 45 degree is 1. So from here we can also find cot 45 degree. So the value of cot 45 degree is the reciprocal of tan 45 degree, that will be same. So that means we will get cot 45 degree is also equal to what? 1. So student, next I am going to find the trigonometric ratio for the angle 30 degree and 60 degree. So student, this is a triangle ABC, and I am taking this triangle as an equilateral triangle. So we already know that in an equilateral triangle all the sides are equal. So AB, BC and CA, the length of all the three sides are equal, and the angles of this triangle is also equal. They are 60 degree each. Okay. So next I am drawing here a perpendicular from point A. So this is the perpendicular, AD is perpendicular on BC. Okay. So we can prove that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ADC. Okay, because here you can see this is the this AD will be the median of this this triangle, and we already know that median of a triangle divides the triangle into two equal parts. So by that way also, and by concurrency criteria also, we can prove that two triangles are congruent. So by that way we can say that these two angles will be what? Equal. That means they are what? 30 degree each. So now just take one right angle triangle. So we can take right angle triangle ABD, in which angle ADB is equal to what? It will be 90 degree. So in this triangle we can easily find the value of the trigonometric ratio where base angle is equal to 60 degree. Okay, so for 60 degree we can easily find, sin 60, tan 60, cos 60 and the reciprocal of each trigonometric ratio also. Okay, so for that we have to again suppose that the length of AB and BC and CA to be equal to some values. Okay, so let us take the value of AB is equal to twice A. So if AB is equal to 2A, then BD, we can write the value of BD will be equal to A, because AD is the median. So this will be A, and DC, this is also A, this is 2A and this is 2A. Okay, now AD is the perpendicular, that means in right angle triangle ABD we can easily find the length of the perpendicular by using the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so AD square will be equal to AB square minus BD square. Okay, this is I am taking the triangle, right angle triangle ABD. Okay, so AB, the length of AB is twice A and the length of BD is A. So finally you will get 4A square minus A square, that will be 3A square. So AD square is equal to 3A square, that means the value of AD will be what? A root 3. So now we got all the lengths. So now we can easily find any trigonometric ratio ABD, and we can write sine 60 degree. So sine 60 degree is what? Sine, we know that sine is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. So here the perpendicular is AD and hypotenuse is AB. So the length of AD is what? We already got here, A root 3, and AB is what? Twice A. So after cancelling A from numerator and denominator, we will get root 3 by 2. So if sine 60 degree is equal to root 3 by 2, we can easily write cosec. So cosec 60 degree is also equal to cosec 60 degree is equal to 2 by root 3. Okay, so like this you can find the value of cos 60 degree, sec 60 degree, then tan 60 degree and cot 60 degree. Going to find the value of the trigonometric ratio for the base angle 30 degree. So for that also I will use the same right angle triangle ABD. Okay, so but I have to keep the angle 30 degree in the base. So for that already we know that we have to rotate the triangle. In the last lecture also I have discussed one question, that if we are finding any trigonometric ratio for a specific angle, then that specific angle should be in the base, then you can easily calculate the value of trigonometric ratio. Triangle ABD, just you have to see the triangle ABD, no need to see the next one, just see this one here. The base is BD, so length is A, this one is 2A, and the length of AD already we got A root 3. So now I am rotating the triangle in this way. So this is in clockwise direction, so I am rotating the triangle in clockwise direction. So you can see BD will be in the perpendicular. Okay, this will be like this. So here it is BD and AD is in the base and hypotenuse will remain same, that is AB. So let us now write the length. Okay, so AD is A root 3, BD is equal to A and the length of AB is 2A. So now very simple, now you can easily find the value of trigonometric ratio for the angle 30 degree. So this will be what? Sine 30 degree. So sine 30 degree is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So perpendicular is A and hypotenuse is 2A. So A by 2A. that will be what? 1 by 2. Similarly, cosec 30 degree also we can find reciprocal of sin 30 degree, that will be 2. So cos 30 degree is equal to base by hypotenuse. So base is a root 3 and hypotenuse is twice a. So just cancel the value, cancel the a from numerator and denominator, you will get root 3 by 2. So see, cos 30 degree is equal to root 3 by 2, that means sec 30 degree will be 2 by root 3. So like this way, just find the remaining trigonometric ratio, okay, for this angle 30 degree. See, if angle A is equal to 0 degree, then we cannot expand this angle or we cannot open this angle. This AC will be coincided with AB, okay. Then triangle, you can say this one, this AC will be coincided with AB. So this angle will not be there, this angle will be equal to 0. That means you can say the length of AC will become equal to the length of AB. So now you can see the diagram will look like this, okay. C and B, the points will coincide, okay. So here you can see AB and AB and AC will become equal, okay, they will be equal. So now you can easily find the value of sine 0 degree. We know sine is equal to what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So here perpendicular is not there, okay. Perpendicular is the length of BC, but here you can see C is coinciding with the point B. That means the length of BC will become what? It will become, this will be what? 0, 0 by hypotenuse. That means what? 0. So like this way you can find the value of other trigonometric ratio also, like cos 0 degree. How I can find the trigonometric ratio? Okay, if angle is 90 degree, base angle is 90 degree, that means I have to make this angle larger than the present angle. So now here the angle is an acute angle, but I have to make it 90 degrees. So how we can make it? We have to move the point A towards B. If we move this point A towards B, then this angle will become large, okay. So in the next step, you can see if I make the right angle triangle like this. So earlier it was here, the point A is here, but now I have made it closer to B. Now see what will happen, this angle will become larger than the original angle, okay. So now if you move some more closer to point B, then what will happen, this will become more large, okay. So what will happen, just make the 2 points coincide with each other. What will happen? Then the angle A will become closer to 90 degree, or you can say it will become equal to 90 degree, okay. So like this, if you move more closer to point B, then your point B and A will coincide, okay. They will become one point only, okay. So this was our earlier right angle triangle. Now point A and B, they are coinciding with each other, and you can say now the angle A becomes 90 degree, okay. And C is become what? Angle C is become 0, because this is moving, that's why angle C is become smaller and smaller, and angle C is equal to 0 degree now. So now you can say that our hypotenuse, okay, this was our hypotenuse, that is AC. AC becomes closer to the BC, that means AC will be equal to what? BC. So here we are getting the hypotenuse to be equal to the perpendicular, that is BC, okay. So you can easily find sine 90 degree. So sine 90 degree will be what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. They become equal. So if they become equal, then the ratio will be what? 1. That means 1 by 1 will be 1. So like this you can find cosec 90 degree, that will be also equal to 1. You can find tan 90 degree, you can find cos 90 degree. So just try to find the other trigonometric ratio, okay. So one more thing I am going to tell here. See, tan 90 degree, if we are finding tan 90 degree, so tan 90 degree is what? Tan 90 degree is perpendicular by base, okay. So if you divide the perpendicular by hypotenuse and In denominator also, if you divide by hypotenuse, then what will happen? Perpendicular by hypotenuse is sine. So we can write sine, and the angle we have to write equal to 90 degree. Similarly, base by hypotenuse will be cos. Okay, cos, then angle again we have to write cos 90 degree. So already we know sin 90 degree is equal to 1, and cos 90 degree, when you find cos 90 degree, you will get the value equal to 0. So what is 1 by 0? 1 by 0 is a value which is not defined. So you will get in the trigonometric table that in some angles the value of the trigonometric ratio is equal to not defined. And we can find any trigonometric ratio in these specific angles. So students, try to remember the table 8.1. Next lecture I am going to discuss the next exercise. Okay, so thank you for